Well, can you guys tell me what happened? So obviously I'm pretty excited right now. Really proud of the staff and what they were able to accomplish. Real excited about the players rallying. And obviously I've never been kicked out. I haven't tried to get kicked out. Otherwise I would have probably been kicked out before. But I thought Iowa State coming in, we knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, and just really proud of got off to a great start. Second half, we didn't respond as well as I'd like to hope. Starting the second half after getting the lead, I joked out there, but we're changing whoever put the backboards in. Everybody we play uses them. We don't get any banked in half quarters, three-pointers, any other things. So we'll fix that problem. But I thought the fans were tremendous tonight, and this was a big win for us.
Scott, you mentioned the pride you have in the team and the coaches there. I mean, it was, what you didn't see after you left, but, back and forth, down to the wire, last shot. What were they able to do to pull this one out?
Well, it was actually worse than that because we're watching the game, me and Mac, and the crowd was a second or two ahead of us, so we knew if it was a missed free throw or a made free throw, we knew it was a miss. So that's even worse. But if you ever get kicked out of a game, there's nobody I'd rather watch a game with than Mac. He's the best.
What did you do to get kicked out? Did you get any explanation?
I don't think I got explanations all game long. And it'll all be broken down. It'll all be sent into the league. Mac will comment on the officials, but Curtis, we have the best basketball league in the country, and Curtis has a real tough job, and we expect him to do it.
What did you tell John as you were leaving there? What were your kind of final instructions for Jacobs?
I told AB and John, every day in practice they coach. So I told them win. But really, really proud of them. And again, that's why our program's good, is we have really good coaches. And that's evident when they leave and take head jobs. And again, I don't think a lot of people in the public see that they get job offers every year. They choose to stay because they like Waco, they like you guys, they like the community, and when God calls them to go, they'll go. And they like our culture, joy, being at a Christian school, being able to prepare champions for life, with it being more than just basketball, but also character formation, spiritual, academic success, and that's a blessing.
Scott, after missing some free throws, how gutsy was that play by Jayden there to drive in on the big guy and score and finish like that?
Well, Jayden's really good at getting to the rim, and the only thing Mac and I want him to do was get there quicker.
Scout, when I covered the team, he used to never get kicked out. But
Wait, what'd you say?
When I covered the team, he used to never get kicked out. But what was it like in the locker room? Were you pretty anxious? Was it frustrating knowing?
You pour so much into it, and if you're the reason you lose, there's no worse feeling. And I thank God that he didn't make me feel that tonight, because I know if we'd have lost in those technicals, those points, they add up, and I gotta do better. We'll send in the tape and see if the officials have to do better, and then go from there.
Particularly in the first half, the zone was very effective for you guys. Is that something that you saw specifically for Iowa State, or is that something we might see more of going forward?
To be honest, we don't care what defense we play if it helps us win, and it helped us last game. We thought it could help us today. Our man ended up winning at the end. You got to have 2 or 3 things you can do, because our league coaches are so good, players are so good at a steady diet. You try to mix it up, try to change it. So it's just good that we have more cards in the hand.
Coach, every team in the Big 12 seems to play pretty well at home. How big of an assist does the fans in Foster Pavilion get in kind of the way this game ended tonight?
Well, I can tell you that when I went out there, I told them they were still out there, a lot of them, and I thanked them because we wouldn't have gotten this win without them. And to be honest, our players needed it. Our coaches needed it. And that energy we had at the end, if we can get that for 40 minutes, that would even be another level. So I thought they really responded and did a good job encouraging us and staying on the replays when they saw what they saw.
What does it say about this team to be able to weather a 20-0 second half run?
We prefer not to have to weather those. Hopefully we can do some of those. But this team, we have not played our best basketball. And what I mean by that is offensively, defensively, we haven't had a 40-minute game where we've been great. And that's what you get when you have a younger team. And we got one starter in the Big 12, and you're going against a lot of teams that have guys that have been in college when Brad and Linda went to college. So, I mean, they got a lot of experience. And so we'll get there. And hopefully we'll peak at the right time. Seems like the Chiefs peaked at the right time this year. Hopefully we can do the same.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Scott. Thank you. Thanks, Scott.
Just a couple comments on the officiating. I don't normally do this. For those of you that don't know, I'm not somebody that calls the officials or calls the league after every game. In fact, I never call when it comes to officiating. It's always about, hey, we need to play better, we need to execute better, we need to play tougher, all of those things. But tonight was an embarrassment for this league. Period. Scott said it. We have the best basketball league in the country. And the officiating tonight did not match it. Period. End of story. This league needs to get better when we think about our officiating. And we have some great officials. But this particular crew tonight did not match the level of this game. And that shouldn't happen in this league. I'm going to fight for our program. I'm going to fight for our school. I'm going to fight for our coaches. But we're going to fight for our student athletes. What can you give us? I don't know. I'll be on the phone tomorrow. So.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Let's wait for mics. We got JB, Jay Nunn here. Feel free to fire away.
Jayden, just take us through that last shot. I mean, obviously Iowa State had just tied it up. I mean, what were you thinking?
What's crazy is we work on that end of the game situation like every day in practice. And I'm always the one like getting downhill and like scoring and stuff like that. And the coaches like they be a little mad because we supposed to defend it. So when we was doing it, I'm just like, it's like practice. Like I do this every day in practice. So I'm like, just go. That's what the coaches always telling me, go down here, try to get a layup. And that's what I did. Just like practice make perfect. So like, no, I just feel great. It's the best feeling in the world. I just want to thank God, for just putting me in this position, giving me this opportunity. So I feel great.
Jalen, they obviously went on a 20-0 run there midway through the second half. I mean, how did y'all kind of stay together in that moment? What was being said in the huddle just to kind of weather that and obviously come out with a win?
You said 20-0?
Yeah. After Scott got tossed.
That's great.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're just, trying to come up with ways to stop the bleeding. I feel like that's something that's great about this team. Guys like Ray J, John, leading in the huddle after Coach Drew got kicked out. But that's what we do. That's what we've been trying to work on, our perseverance, and today is just a testament to how much work we've put on.
What was Coach Jacobs like in the huddle in that moment and then all the way down the stretch?
He was just like very calm and confident and always telling us that we're going to win the game. So he was just confident throughout the whole adversity we faced. He always said we're going to win and always kept our head high. So he gave us confidence throughout the whole game for sure.
Jalen, when that is, everything seems to be going against you, for a while. And then, like you said, Coach gets kicked out. What was just kind of the message to each other in that moment?
Just whatever we do it together. That was really it.
Jalen, there were a few times when it seemed like the roof was blown off. Have you ever played in an environment like that was sustained for that long? And how much of an assist does a place like Foster in the crowd tonight? How much do they get? How much credit do they get for this game? Sorry.
I would say the only place that I've played in that's comparable to that for like 40 minutes of just constant yelling, everybody loud, probably be Texas Tech a couple years ago. But, man, the fans, they deserve all the credit. They brought it tonight, and we can't really ask for much more than that.
Facts. Couldn't even hear sometimes.
There was a big defensive stand with like 2:33 left. You guys know what I'm talking about. Misi gets like 2 blocks, and then Jayden, I think you're out there on the wing. How big was that defensive possession?
It was a big stop, and I feel like it gave us momentum on the offensive end as well. So getting stops like that always help on the offensive end because defense lead the offense, so that helped for sure. And then it was at the end of the game, and that was a big stop for sure.
And when you miss those free throws, you just didn't let it get to you? I mean, obviously that can kind of get you down when something like that happens.
I was for sure mad because I just came in before the game. I made like 40 in a row. So it was just like, I was mad, but I just didn't try to let it get to my head, just try to look at next play. That's what my coaches always tell me. Move on to the next play, don't think about the last one.
Jayden, is this a game that kind of just shows how back and forth Big 12 basketball could be? Because I'm specifically thinking of the play where I think you turned it over, and then immediately next trip down the court, you intercept the ball, get a steal. I mean, it just seemed like, there was crazy plays like that back and forth.
Yeah, it is crazy. I feel like this is a great conference. I appreciate the Big 12. So it's a great conference. I appreciate the teams that we play. This is a great competition for sure. So it was just fun being that experience and getting to be able to, just to play against those teams like that, day in and day out. Just a great team, every day. Yeah.
At time, obviously it's bang, bang play. You don't know if the clock started at the right time or whatever, but it seemed like everything lined up and we were just a tenth of a second or whatever it was late.
What happened just before that? Did the clock not start at the right time?
Yeah, I don't know that for sure. I really don't. I think we had a great officiating crew, and I trust that everything that happened was the way it should have happened. So I don't have any issue that way. I just feel like we just came up a little short.
Coach, this is a new arena for Baylor. What did you think of the environment out there?
Yeah, a tremendous environment. Like I said, credit to everybody in their athletics department for putting it together, and that's unbelievable home court advantage. Tough place to play. Definitely helped give their team energy at times when they needed it. So again, all the credit goes to them.
Keyshawn, what kicked in about midway through the last half where you guys couldn't make a basket early, and then from about, the 10-minute mark of the second half, you guys kind of couldn't miss. What kicked in?
I'd say just our work that we put in every day. Everything come around full circle when you put the work in every day. So we just trusted ourselves and made the right play.
What enabled you guys to come back? You were 14 down early in the second half. You were 13 down with 13 minutes to go.
We got a group of guys that's gonna fight till the time is up. So just us coming together and trying to finish as strong as we can.
Keyshawn, when you bank one in at the first half buzzer, do you know it's your night in terms of the shooting night?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Were you feeling it?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.